everybody, how you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Matt.
I'm Megan.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Aunt Becky.
I'm Papa.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Welcome back, everyone. It's so nice to see you. We are finishing up chores here on the farm. The last 2 days we've received a decent amount of rain, but today we got blue sunny skies, which for the most part is usually a good thing, and today it's definitely a good thing. Again, we are trying to get as much transplanted today as possible. We've already got our wagon loaded up with plants, and we got our large water tank completely filled up. So we are ready to get started transplanting. That's why we were working on getting chores done, and we moved through it pretty quickly, and we were getting some of these greenhouses watered. That way we don't have to worry about them, and we can just focus on what we need to get done. We're now making our way out to the field. Dad's gonna hop in the tractor. He's got the water wheel transplanter all hooked up. And Matthew and I are gonna take the side-by-side back. Wagon's already there with the big water tank and the plants. So once we're out there, we should be good to go. Our planter is all set and ready to go. We are gonna be starting off with just plain bell peppers. Now you saw Daniel was working on picking some rocks out of the field, and that's because that's where we're gonna be moving to planting next. We are gonna have to lay down some more of this mulch, but we're not just quite ready yet. We need to get finished off planting for today, and then hopefully if we have enough time, we'll be able to start laying more mulch. Now, for those of you that do not know what this is, it is called a water wheel transplanter. In our last video, we went a little bit more in depth, so if you'd really like to know how this works, I'd suggest you check that out. And for today, it's gonna be a little different for me because I'm planting with my left hand. I have no left-handed people here to take care of that for me. But I do have Matthew, and he's right-handed.
I've never done this before, Andy. I'm not as skilled as you are.
You never planted left-handed, have you?
I haven't planted. No.
You planted last year.
Did I?
Matthew's not new. He's telling stories. He thinks he's like this funny guy.
I've escaped the greenhouse. It's pretty nice.
We're ready when you are, Pa!
Water on?
Water's on! Water away! Boy, this left-handed stuff is weird.
I don't know how Joel does it.
It's like a whole new perspective on this side of the planter. It's like everything's backwards. Now in our last video, we worked on planting a few different varieties of bell. It went really, really smoothly. I was happy with how we were able to get as much done as we did. Now we're just working on just the green to red bell. This is a red bell variety. Red bell peppers will start off as green and then mature to red. That's why a red bell pepper is a little bit sweeter, because it's a mature pepper. The same happens with a lot of our other varieties. For example, our yellow bell and our orange bell will start off green and then change to those colors. The only varieties we have that don't start off as green are the white bell, the chocolate bell, and the purple bell. But all of those peppers, when they mature, they turn to either a dark red or kind of a reddish orange color. Very, very beautiful, and they all get much sweeter as they mature.
And you're getting just rocks on that roster.
Yeah,
That's amazing! It's almost what it was made for!
Yeah.
Yeah!
I saw that and I was like, oh, it's nice that it's dry enough that he's not pulling up any mud.
Sometimes Dad gets bored up in the tractor, and he likes to yell to us and talk to us. So we've had a few people asking where Matthew has been. As you can see, Matthew is still around. Matthew has been at the farm market helping customers. It just so happens that Matthew stays at the farm and helps out a lot of people so that the rest of us can get out and do some planting and work on some other things. So for all those that have been curious where Matt has been, our schedules have just not linked up so that you guys can see him. But he's doing good. He's getting ready to go on a little vacation for his anniversary. How many years will it be? 4. Oh, getting pretty old there. But yeah, his 4-year wedding anniversary is coming up. So him and Tracy are gonna be going on a little mini vacation, which is much deserved because, like I just said, Matthew was not helping us. He was back at the farm helping customers during all the crazy flower time. Are you ready for your vacation?
Yeah, I'm ready. Not as ready as Tracy is, but I'm ready.
Oh, that's good. Now, one time when we were on the planter with Daniel, we talked a little bit about Daniel. But just so you guys know, we're gonna talk a little bit about Matt. Matthew is my older brother. Not many people would guess that because I look so much older than him. And I have 3 children.
And you're bald.
Not bald, just getting there. Like, I haven't finished the race, but I'm getting pretty close. Now, Matthew, what is your favorite thing to pick on the farm?
I don't know. It kind of depends year to year. I have a different favorite flower every year in the greenhouse too. Usually it is whatever is like really nice this year. So like if peppers are really nice, they'll probably be my favorite thing to pick. If tomatoes are really nice, they'll be my favorite thing to pick. Because when things are nice and you're not like sorting through stuff and you're not having problems, it always just makes it a lot less like stressful planting them. That would be my answer. Like depends on, I don't know what my favorite thing to pick is yet this year.
Okay, very good.
It's just not peas.
Yeah, what's your least favorite thing to pick?
Peas.
But why is peas everybody's least favorite thing to pick?
I've given this some thought because, you know, it's not really more or less annoying.
Giving it some thought.
Yeah, I'm giving it some thought. I just think it's because it's the first thing we pick all year for the first time this year that we're all bent over and just going down a row, and I think that's the problem. Tires your back out fast. I think if you picked peas at the end of the year, we wouldn't have any problems because we're all conditioned. We're in mid-season form.
Mid-season form. Athletic prime.
Peas are like
Pre-season farming.
Yeah.
So Matthew, since they haven't been seeing you, you've been at the farm market helping customers, but where else have you recently been?
I've started running to the produce auction.
What have they had at the produce auction?
Local strawberries. Ooh, been a pretty good strawberry year so far.
So you've been picking up strawberries, anything else?
Zucchini, because our zucchini's not ready. I actually did buy some peas, because our peas aren't quite ready. Because they have a lot of places down there, it's a little further south and a little west, so they get stuff a lot sooner than us.
A lot of people have been wondering where Matt is. Well, there you go. He's been working at the greenhouse, he's been at the auction, and he's getting ready to go on vacation. So
I've been a half a mile that way.
Yep, he's deserved it. But now he's out here in the field, and I think he's having a good time. Oh. We have 2 rows here yet that we can use for peppers, and then we're gonna be changing out our wheel. We have 3 rows here that we're gonna be putting tomatoes into, and we might have some other stuff. And then we have 1 row that we're gonna be adding pumpkins into. And then this whole section of mulch will all be planted and ready to go. I think we're all gonna be excited about that. We have this section of field here. You go past that wheat field and past our peas, we have another section over there. And then right in line with that tree line, that way is where our next set of mulch is going to be going. There has been quite a bit of planting going on recently, and if it's not obvious just by this little section, once all the sections are finished, it'll definitely be obvious. Tanks are now all filled up with water. We've got our peppers on the machine, ready to go. We just had to stop for a moment. We ran completely out of peppers. Dad is running back to grab a few Italianelle or Cubanelle. I'm not sure which one he wanted. And then we're gonna finish off this final row. The rest of the Cubanelle and Italianelle are gonna go on the new layers of mulch. We've got all these bell peppers are now planted. So that's like our whole first planting of bell peppers taken care of. We do have baby bell peppers that are coming up real nice. We'll get to the planting those later on, but once we finish off this row, we'll swap out our wheel and we'll get to tomatoes. Peppers are now all finished off. Dad brought back Italian sweet. We're gonna have 2 trays left over, which is no problem. Now we just need to adjust our wheels. So we're gonna take off one of these wheels and go to single row. Things are gonna be a little bit different now that we have the single wheel. We're gonna be able to move a lot faster and we're gonna use less water, but we are gonna be putting less plants into the soil. With the tomatoes, that's no big problem. We finished off our 3 rows of tomatoes and now we're moving some pumpkins onto the planter. We have a few different varieties. The varieties that we're putting down are all larger pumpkins. We were actually given some seed by a customer. We're gonna be transplanting that into the soil today, so that's pretty nice. We're gonna have to pay attention while we're doing this because some of these plants are really big, so we might have to go a little slow.
So what's interesting about these is someone brought us these seeds, one of our viewers. They're out of a pumpkin he raised that was 1,400 pounds. So we're gonna see what we can do with them. We're not very good at that because we don't give them the attention they need, but we're gonna try. And then these smaller ones are regular prize winners.
You're gonna have to go slow, buddy, by the way. Slow.
So it's almost lunchtime and do you see the clouds?
I know, it's gonna rain. Let's get going before I get hungry and wet.
We have 1 minute till lunchtime anyway.
Go faster.
1 minute till lunch? So you mean we're gonna miss lunch? All right, we got our last 2 of the large pumpkins. That went pretty easy. Hopefully they grow well. It is lunchtime and it looks like we are having a chili bowls. Very good. After we got finished off with lunch, I took Callie home for a nap. Dad hopped in the truck to go and pick up a tube for this front tire. We need to get this thing repaired. While we were working on loading up hay the other day, we had a little bit of malfunction with it. Someone put a hole in it. We're not gonna say who, it doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, so we got a flat tire now. We just need to get this repaired, get this tractor home. And Matthew and I are here right now and we're just waiting for Dad to show up. So waiting game until he gets here.
I hate to sit down on the job. I have to.
Sometimes you gotta sit down on it. We got our tire on. It can be a little difficult, especially when you're reaching up inside there. We don't got the smaller arms, but we did get it into place. We got our valve stem all set up, and now we're just filling it back up with air. Okay, now that we are finished with taking care of the tractor, we need to get to laying mulch. So I need to get a roll of this drip tape put onto the side-by-side and a row of the mulch. Oh, listen to that. We have now made it out to the field. We just need to find a suitable rock that we can use as an anchor, which Daniel picked a lot of the big rocks out of here, but at the ends of the fields, I think we'll be able to find one. And then once we have everything in the place, we're just gonna get to laying mulch. How many rows do we need altogether?
I believe we need 24 rows to finish everything we have planned.
Yeah, that's still a lot of mulch. Hopefully we'll be able to get it done today, because then that's one less thing we gotta worry about. So far, so good. We have that large rock pile over there, but Daniel was dumping the rocks from this field right on this little corner path, which is probably a good thing. It was washing out here a little bit. That's a lot of rocks out of this field, and I'm sure he could have gotten more. We have some storms moving in for the weekend, and the wind is really starting to blow out here. We're getting some pretty good gusts. Nothing too crazy, but it does make laying this mulch difficult. Any wind gets underneath it, it just lifts it right up. We have to be careful as we're laying it and as we're covering up the ends. We just finished off our 8th row of mulch, and this is gonna be everything that we need for peppers, but we still have to worry about tomatoes. So what we're doing is we're moving our drip line from the middle of the row of mulch to either side. And the reason why we do that is because we don't want to poke a hole in it. Since we're running double wheel with the peppers, we like to have the line go straight up the middle. It works because we won't run over it and because it waters everything evenly. But when it's only one row, we move it to either side and it still waters the plants and we're not running over it. Same thing basically with the peppers. It doesn't matter really where the drip line is, but that's just what we do for the tomatoes. We're getting ready to put down our last row of mulch. Daniel was at the other end of the field. He was being a big help so he didn't have to ride back and forth. This is gonna leave us with 18 rows altogether. We wanted to get 24, but it wasn't gonna happen. And we're not upset about it. We think this is gonna be perfect for what we need. We just got finished off with work and Lauren called me and said she just fed the babies. So I ran home and grabbed both the babies. Hi. And now we've got them all over here at the farm market. Got Lily, Ronnie, and then Callie, she already ran off.
She ran inside.
She ran inside. I don't even know where she went.
Did we get a smile? Oh, do you like Daddy?
She's blowing bubbles like Daddy. Now for dinner tonight, we got something special going on. My cousin Tyler's here and we're making hibachi. So we got the vegetables on there. We got our rice cooking up. Almost time to get started with our protein. Woohoo! We just got finished with dinner. It was really good. We got Aunt Hattie over here holding a baby. I'm holding a baby. We're doing some dishes. Lauren's got a plunger in the sink. But anyway, there's Callie's running around without any clothes on. Anyway, what is going on here? Yeah, it's the end of the day. We had a nice time, had some family over, ate dinner. But now it's the end of the video. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for liking the video. And thank you everybody for subscribing. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you all for watching. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.